As the ancient Stoic philosophers taught, we become like those we surround ourselves with. That's why examining our friendships through a Stoic lens now and then is wise. Having positive, virtuous friends enhances our lives immeasurably, but there are certain behaviors and traits that can drag us down if present in our inner circle. In this video, we will explore 10 friendship red flags that clash with Stoic ideals of cultivating wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. These range from dishonesty and complaining to selfishness and enabling self-destructive habits. While the aim isn't to judge others too severely, these tendencies can infect our thinking if we associate too closely with people exhibiting them. The goal then is to identify these 10 troubling traits when evaluating both current and potential friendships, so you can thoughtfully decide who deserves your precious time and attention. Not all friendships are created equal, nor are they necessarily meant to last forever. Use this video to screen your social circle so it nourishes rather than hinders your personal growth and aligns with Stoic principles of living virtuously. Surround yourself with noble, like-minded friends, and your path will lead somewhere extraordinary. But chose poorly, and you allow weeds to take root. My hope is this video helps you cultivate a beautiful garden worthy of a Stoic sage. Number 1, they are dishonest and insincere. Dishonesty and insincerity have no place in true friendship according to Stoic tenets. Those who habitually lie, mislead, or remain vague to serve their interests will infect your judgment and undermine trust in the relationship. Signs to watch for include deflecting questions, failing to keep promises, commitments without explanation, or tailored stories that seem dubitable at best. Remain vigilant with flatterers as well. Excessive, false praise reveals motives unrelated to friendship. As Epictetus warned, duplicitous souls will lead you astray. Distance yourself to retain clear-mindedness. Number 2, they constantly complain without taking action. Incessant complainers who wallow but make no effort to improve their situation are not compatible with the Stoic path. While occasional venting amongst close friends may relieve stress, remaining mired in frustration clashes with Stoic emphasis on self-mastery and wisdom through adversity. Constant bellyachers who ignore productive advice or reject viable solutions should not occupy your mental space. As Marcus Aurelius made clear, we all face struggles, but it is our response that matters most. Redirect friends stuck complaining into concrete problem-solving mode, or redirect your attention elsewhere. Number 3, they pressure you into making poor decisions. Stoics stress using reason and wisdom to make choices. Thus, associates who regularly pressure you into unwise actions do not have your best interests at heart. Whether encouraging risky behavior, rushed purchases beyond budgets, unhealthy habits that feel good momentarily, or severed ties you'll later regret. Cajoling friends nudge you to violate Stoic principles of self-control and moderation. Saying no preserves freedom. Bowing under pressure forfeits it. Remind persuaders that ignoring one's reasoned judgment undermines friendship's foundation of respect. Then stand firm in deciding for yourself. Number 4, they are self-centered and lack empathy. Cultivating empathy and considering others' well-being are hallmarks of Stoic camaraderie, but narcissistic or self-involved friends dwell only on their own interests. Conversations focus squarely on their problems, opinions, pursuits. Rarely will they inquire about your needs or struggles they take without giving back. Assume friends exist to serve them and ignore issues outside their narrow sphere. Lacking genuine curiosity and emotional intelligence, their self-absorption intensifies the closer one gets. Thus, maintaining healthy boundaries preserves your energy from depletion. Remind them true friendship is a two-way street. Then walk away if imbalanced. Number 5. They try to bring you down to their level. Seneca warned to avoid those ruled by emotions rather than reason and self-discipline. Friends who wallow in pity, envy your success, dwell on the negative, or aim to draw you into pointless conflicts erode spiritual progress. Stoics strive to uplift. Crab mentality pulls everyone down to the least common denominator. Recognize misery loves company. Bitter people want you stumbling rather than ascending. With maturity, you learn not all fun is harmless fun. Politely disengage from activities or conversations painting the world bleak when you know beauty and joy far outweigh the dark. Your calm, wise perspective is your gift back to them. Number 6. They have toxic personal habits that may rub off. Stoicism emphasizes moderation and self-control in all things, but friends with destructive addictions or impulses can unsettle that discipline. Those lying regularly, perennially, in debt through poor choices, or dependent on substances to cope, introduce volatility and irrationality into your life. What Seneca called the ugly things in a house become harder to ignore up close, while lent money often goes unpaid. Though we cannot control others' lives, we can control exposure to instability that may subtly influence our behavior. Create boundaries and recommend counseling, but stand back if no progress unfolds. Some friendships enable toxicity rather than eliminate it. Number 7. They lack self-control and restraint. Associates who seldom filter initial impulses or weigh consequences before acting are similarly contrary to Stoic teachings. They follow whims, speak recklessly, rarely consider alternate perspectives, and ignore repercussions, then expect others to help clean up the aftermath. But true friends enhance our self-mastery rather than test it daily. Stoics view emotions intelligently experienced as healthy. Emotions explosively expressed signal immaturity. Expecting you to excuse brutal honesty or constant drama drains energy better spent on personal growth. While feedback may inspire self-reflection, those unable to exercise basic courtesy and prudence must not direct your mood. Distance protects your calm. Number 8. They don't challenge you to improve yourself. The best friends hold up mirrors, revealing both strengths and blind spots. This is the truest form of love. But Stoics avoid complacent companionship. We seek friends who sharpen one another. Seneca wrote not to worry about those who criticize, but those who unjustly praise. Sycophants confirm poor habits, discerning friends spotlight areas needing work, then help us grow. If current friends merely nod, enable weaknesses out of discomfort, or always declare you're doing wonderfully, stovepipes form, stagnation creeps in. Vickers calls this getting too comfortable with your weaknesses. Thus, notice who challenges you wisely and who simply strokes your ego. One relationship breeds excellence, the other mediocrity. Seek the former. Number 9. They reject responsibility and never apologize. In Stoic thought, owning one's actions and making amends for mistakes are non-negotiable, but some chronically shirk accountability when wrongdoing occurs. They ignore basic rules of friendship by failing to acknowledge harms, offer explanations, communicate clearly afterwards, or verbalize remorse. Some even blame shift failures onto others. Yet, true reconciliation only surfaces through humility and courage on both sides. An insincere sorry must not deter you from expecting accountability from those you entrust. Otherwise, they learn that friendship with you comes free of consequences. If no accountability emerges, then friendship's foundation of mutual respect cracks irreparably. Number 10. They don't share your most important values. The deepest affinities emerge between kindred spirits, friends with ethical cause aligned, but friction inevitably arises spending great time with those indifferent, or worse, hostile to your moral principles. As Musonius Rufus counseled, avoid those living contrary to nature. If certain friends consistently mock or undermine your most cherished values around integrity, growth, compassion, responsibility, temperance, or wisdom, feelings of inner discord surface. The implicit lack of regard cuts over time. Seek friends who share your vision of a virtuous life rather than working at cross purposes, for values form the pillar of friendship. Absent that moral foundation, the relationship crumbles. The company we keep profoundly influences the paths we walk. As Epictetus said, if you wish to improve, be content to appear clueless or foolish in external matters. Don't wish to appear knowledgeable. But concerning things moral, act as one keen to learn. I hope this video has shed light on certain traits and behaviors that clash with Stoic notions of true friendship, so you can evaluate your social circles more consciously. Seek friends who bring out your best self, those committed to growth, integrity, and living purposefully. Limit time with companions demonstrating the opposite. The aim is not to judge from a position of self-righteousness, rather to realize some relationships no longer fit who we wish to become. This frees up energy to cultivate connections supporting our highest self, the version of ourselves clear-eyed Stoic sages would be proud of. Cherish friends aligned with your values and committed to growth, but also know when to lovingly let go of those stunting your progress. For in your journey toward wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, the company you keep invariably smooths or hinders the road. Choose mindfully and travel wisely.